small young fellow came running out of the alley, sir. I couldn't catch him, so I came here to investigate. On doing so, I found the woman. I haven't touched anything, sir. I also found a gun over here on the corner, sir, on the ground.
.38. Hasn't been fired. Take care of it, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's have a look at her. The angel of the police courts.
Can I help you?
Mrs. Clark.
Yes?
We're from Scotland Yard. I'm Inspector Gill. This is Detective Sergeant Lewis.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
I don't know what to say, Inspector. I still haven't recovered from the shock. Who could have done such a thing?
Well, that's what we're hoping to find out, Mrs. Clark.
Angela was such a warm and kind person. It seemed so hard to believe that anyone would want to.
How long did you know her?
About 2 years. She needed someone to help run this hotel. You see, she didn't want to give up her own work as probation officer, and as I so thoroughly approved of the good she was doing, I became manageress here.
Were you aware of any enemies she might have had?
Angela didn't make enemies. Everybody liked her.
Mrs. Clark, Mrs. Richmond was killed down near Dockland. You any idea what she'd be doing down there at dead of night? Mrs. Clark, this is a murder investigation. It's very important that you don't withhold any information that's going to assist our inquiries.
There was a young man Mrs. Richmond took in.
A first offender?
Yes. She was particularly sorry for him. He was, well, wilder, more sullen and resentful than the others. We gave him some odd jobs to do about the place, but he was never happy. Frankly, he was rather insulting to everyone, especially Mrs. Richmond.
Why Mrs. Richmond in particular?
I don't know. She was always so good to him.
Is this young man still here?
No, he left about 10 days ago. They had some sort of argument.
About what?
I don't know. He just packed up and left.
Left? You mean that Mrs. Richmond found him another sponsor, some other job to give to him?
Well, no, not exactly.
Come, Mrs. Clark. You must know better than that. This young man wouldn't be free unless Mrs. Richmond had vouched for him. He couldn't just do as he liked. Once he'd forfeited her protection, he was likely to be arrested again at any time. What's this young man's full name?
Jimmy Fuller.
Get a complete description of James Fuller out. I want him brought in straight away.
Thank you, sir.
Well, what do you want from me? I didn't do anything.
And why were you trying to run away?
I wasn't.
You were picked up trying to get a berth on an outgoing ship.
I just wanted work.
Or perhaps you had a reason for getting out of the country quickly.
No, why should I?
You ever seen that before, Jimmy?
No?
Well, why did you hesitate?
Oh, I wasn't sure.
It would be easy enough for us to find out where that was bought and who bought it. You killed Mrs. Richmond with it, didn't you?
No!
She came after you, you got mad, and you killed her, didn't you?
You might as well save yourself an awful lot of trouble, Jimmy. We'll find out, sooner or later.
Oh, I killed her.
James Fuller. In accordance with the authority vested in me as magistrate of this district, I hereby order that you be committed for trial on the capital charge of murder. The case to be set down for hearing at the next assize at the Old Bailey. The prisoner will be remanded in custody until the date of his trial be set.
that look, Mr. Kyle?
Fine. Just fine. Morning, Mr. Soames.
Good morning, David. David, have you been reading about that Angel of the Police Courts case?
The Angela Richmond murder? Mm-hmm. Yes. The police say they have a signed confession from the fellow who did it.
That's right. The man's name's James Fuller. The courts have appointed us to defend him. I'm passing it over to you.
Thanks. But what can I do for Fuller?
Well, you won't know what you can do till you've spoken with the man and studied the case.
But with that signed confession...
David, you're comparatively new at the bar. Winning one's case is, of course, of vital importance. But doing one's best in what appears to be a lost cause is equally important. Always remember that.
Yes, of course, Mr. Soames.
And, David...
Yes, sir?
I'm confident you'll do a good job.
Thank you.
Someone to see you, Fuller. Rap on the door when you finish, sir.
Thank you. Who are you? David Kyle. I've been appointed as your defense counsel.
I don't want a defense counsel.
You've got to have one.
For signing confession, I'm guilty.
That's got to be proved by the prosecution to the satisfaction of the jury.
Policeman on the beat identified me. What more proof do you want?
Have some sense, Jimmy. Maybe I can help you.
Look, I don't want any help, and I don't want a lawyer. Now get out of here.
You listen to me.
Get out of here! Warden! Hey!
Hola!
Oh, leave me alone.
What's going on?
It's all right, Warden. I was leaving anyway. I'll be back, Jimmy.
Who wants you?
You do. Just about got yourself in the worst possible mess to get in. I don't have to remind you who it is you confessed to killing.
Yeah, the angel of the police court, so I gave her wings.
Confessed to murdering someone who devoted her whole life to saving such as you. Killing a probation officer isn't far removed from killing a policeman.
Do me a favor, will you save it for Sunday?
Hard as nails, that one is.
Has he been causing much trouble since he's been in there?
Not too much. Most of these murderers calm down when they're first put in here. Perhaps he's going to start up now.
He hasn't been proven guilty yet.
No, not yet.
Yes? Can I help you?
My name is Kyle, Mrs. Clark. I'm Jimmy Fuller's defense counsel.
I see. How is Jimmy?
I've just come from seeing him. He isn't being too cooperative.
In what way?
He doesn't seem to show any interest in his own defense.
But why?
Apparently, he can't see the point in putting up a defense when he's already acknowledged his guilt.
Then he's standing by his confession.
Yes, and by the looks of it, he intends to stand by it to the bitter end.
Poor boy. I'm so sorry for him.
Tell me what you know about him, Mrs. Clark.
Not very much. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Jimmy never let anybody get to know him very well. Not even Mrs. Richmond, though she tried hard enough, poor thing.
Did Mrs. Richmond have a good opinion of Jimmy?
Mrs. Richmond had a good opinion of most people.
What about the others? How do they feel about him?
Well, as I say, Jimmy never let anybody get very close to him, so their only concern is with the loss of Mrs. Richmond. I'm sure you'll understand.
Yes, I think so. Apart from their human feelings, there's the problem of their own future. Are they still here?
No, the boys have all gone. I've been allowed to retain two of the girls, Diana and Ginny, to help with the housework. Eventually, I hope to have them all back and to take over their sponsorship myself. I would even welcome poor Jimmy back if it were possible.
I don't think it is.
Tell me, Mr. Kyle, why are you so interested in our feelings towards Jimmy?
Because Jimmy won't tell me anything about himself. This hotel is the only connection I can find between him and other people.
I see. I'll be glad to assist you in any way I can.
I'd appreciate it. Well, then, what about Jimmy's family?
I don't think he has any.
Nobody at all?
Nobody he ever mentioned. Mrs. Richmond said he was an orphan. She said nothing about any other relatives.
Where's Jimmy from?
Birmingham, I think.
Has he got any friends?
If he has, he kept them to himself.
This is going to be far more difficult than I thought.
Do you think there's any hope at all for the poor boy, Mr. Kyle?
With the little cooperation he's giving me, his refusal to repudiate his confession, I don't know. Can you think of any reason why Jimmy should have wanted to kill Mrs. Richmond?
As I told the police, it could only have been in a fit of temper. Jimmy has a terrible temper.
I'm well aware of it. Still, it's hard to believe he could kill a person who'd been so good to him.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't mean to do it. It's just that he so often lost control of himself. And it always seemed to be over something so very trivial.
Did he ever threaten anybody? Physically?
Well, you know what it's like in an argument, Mr. Kyle. It's very difficult to say what is a threat and what is said in the heat of the moment.
Did you ever see him with a gun?
No. Why?
A gun was found in the alley near the body. It hadn't been fired. The police say it was probably Jimmy's.
I see. I'm afraid I don't know anything at all about a gun, Mr. Kyle.
Well, that's all for the moment. Thank you, Mrs. Clark.
If there's anything at all that I can do, Mr. Kyle, I should be only too pleased.
Thank you. If I think you can help, can I come and see you again, Mrs. Clark?
Of course. I shall be happy to do anything I can. And please tell Jimmy we're all praying for him.
Of course. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What did he want?
He's Jimmy's defense counsel.
Hello, Faye. It's David.
Hello, darling. I was wondering when you were going to phone.
I've got some news. I've landed my first big court case today.
Darling, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks. I can't say I'm very happy about this particular case.
Why? What's the matter? Tell me.
Look, I'll pick you up around about 8 and take you to dinner. Tell you about it then.
All right.
Bye, darling.
Bye. But you can't be serious.
Perfectly serious.
But if ever there was an argument against the abolition of capital punishment, this is it. Jimmy Fuller stuck a knife into one of the most revered colleagues in the probation office, and you calmly sit there and tell me you're going to defend him. If you are, you're mad.
Faye, be reasonable.
Reasonable? Do you realize what you're asking me to do? I have to walk into that office tomorrow morning where we've practically been holding lynching parties all day long and say, oh, my fiancé is going to get him off.
It's impossible and you know it. I'm going to do my best.
Well, it's unbelievable. That's all I can say.
I have no choice. I've been handed the job and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability.
Carry on, but don't expect any help from me.
I don't expect help from anyone. What I do expect is a little understanding. And perhaps, a little information.
I'm sorry, darling. I know you've got no choice. Oh, very well. Short of active cooperation, I'll do whatever I can.
Well, the first thing you can tell me is if Mrs. Richmond ever spoke about Jimmy.
No, not really. Probation officer's far too busy to talk shop. We all have our own individual cases. Anyway, the Angel was a rather special person.
Special? How come?
Well, you know, with her record, and then when she got the idea about this hotel and being a sponsor for some of the first offenders, well, then the authorities gave her a pretty free hand.
Too bad. I thought you might have met Jimmy. I heard some talk about him, or I've seen him.
No, never. It's only one of her charges I ever ran across. Well, that was by accident.
Go on.
Well, it's nothing to do with what you want, darling.
I swear you're the most infuriating person I ever wanted to marry. Just tell me what you remember.
All right. She was very good looking. Her name was Diana White. She came into the office one day looking for Angela, but I was the only person present, so she didn't stay. And then when Angela came back, I asked her to tell me more about the case. Well, she said she wasn't like any of the ordinary offenders. Her parents were rather well-to-do, a stockbroker, I think her father was. Anyway, she'd broken away from home, got into financial difficulty, and ended up by being caught shoplifting.
Could have been worse.
So right. I suppose that's what Angela thought when she took her over. Diana was frantic with fear that she'd have to go back home. It was the old story, you know, of no understanding on either side. She was afraid of her parents, and so they let Angela take care of her.
Thanks, Faye. Gives me some idea of Mrs. Richmond's work.
But just remember, I'm not on your side.
I remember. I won't be a moment. I just want to have a look around.
Do you?
Mrs. Richmond was killed. If I'm to defend Fuller, then I want to know as much about the case as possible.
I feel disloyal to Angela being here.
The only way into the alley is by the street.
What a fine way to spend an evening, snooping around a dockside alley.
I'm sorry, darling.
Here, what are you two up to in here?
What's it got to do with you?
I happen to meet a policeman on duty in this area.
I'm sorry, Constable. Couldn't make out who it was at first.
You still haven't answered my question.
Name's Kyle. I'm a lawyer working on the Richmond case.
I'm sorry, sir. Ever since I found that woman, I've been extra careful around here. It's a pretty tough neighborhood, you know.
So it seems.
According to a report on the case, Mrs. Richmond was still alive when you found her.
Only just, sir. She died right afterwards.
And you saw Fuller run out of here?
Yes, sir. She must have been stabbed a few minutes before I arrived on the scene.
I see. Thanks, Constable. Good night.
Good night, sir.
I don't think Fuller will be too pleased to see you, sir. Still surly? Just as much as ever. Won't say 2 words without snapping at you. Company for you, Fuller.
Oh, Jimmy?
Thought I told you to leave me
Fuller
alone.
is delighted to see me. Thank you, Warden.
And don't go hammering on that door again.
Might just as well tell him to unlock it. I don't want to talk to you.
I don't care what you want. From now on, it's what I want.
Look, I didn't have to tell you anything. Didn't ask him to give me a lawyer.
No, but you're stuck with one. Me. And believe me, I'm no happier with the idea than you are.
It's your bad luck.
Maybe I'll stay here till it gets a little better.
What do I have to do to make you leave me alone?
Simple. Just tell me the whole story about Mrs. Richmond.
It's all done on paper in Inspector Gill's office, signed and everything. Why didn't you read? Or can you read?
No. That's why I'd like to hear the story from you.
Won't do any good.
I don't mind.
But the same.
Let me decide that.
All right, then I'll answer your questions. Then let me alone.
Why did you run away from the hotel?
Because I felt like it.
Where'd you go?
Down by the docks.
Why?
I don't know, I just went there.
And where'd you sleep?
Here and there.
What's the address of here and there?
I don't remember where it was.
All right, so you slept here and there. What'd you do for money?
Don't need money down at the docks.
Sounds like paradise.
What difference does it make?
I'm curious, just in case there's a slump in the law business. Did you know that Mrs. Richmond was looking for you?
I heard.
But you didn't want to see her again.
No.
But just the same, you stayed down at the docks.
It's a big place.
How'd she come to find you?
I ran into her.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Then what happened?
Oh, we had an argument.
What about?
But wanted me to come back to the hotel.
Was that the only thing?
Yeah.
But you didn't want to go back.
No.
All right, so you told her you wouldn't go back. Then what happened?
Well, then she kept on at me about it.
Why didn't you just walk away?
Well, she got me cornered in that alley.
How did she come to meet you in that alley?
Oh, we met in the street and then stepped into the alley.
Who suggested it?
I don't remember. Maybe I wanted to get away from her and she followed me.
Maybe.
All right, that's the way it was.
So she had you cornered in the alley. What next?
Like I'm telling you. I didn't like the way she was looking at me and she kept on at me about going back to the hotel and I got mad and threatened her with my knife just to scare her.
Why didn't you use the gun?
What gun?
The one that was found in the alley.
Because I used my knife better.
Better than a gun?
The gun was empty.
Empty? This chamber was full of cartridges when it was found.
I mean, I thought it was empty.
You just said you knew it was.
Oh, it was a slip. Remember
You're lying.
Oh, leave me alone, will you?
I want to know the truth.
Look, I'm not answering any more questions. I killed her and that's that. Now get out of it.
All right, Jimmy. You'll be seeing me again.
Oh, don't do me any favors.
And you think Fuller's lying? Deliberately implicating himself in a murder charge?
I'm not saying that he didn't do it, Inspector. I'm just wondering about that gun.
He accounts for it in his confession, Mr. Kyle.
But you've never been able to prove where he got it.
I bought the gun from a seaman in the Dockland area. As the gun isn't registered, we have to accept Fuller's story.
But the gun was loaded. He said it was empty.
People who are worked up very often make that kind of mistake, Mr. Kyle.
Very well, then. What about the way he killed her? Or says he killed her?
What about it?
Mrs. Richmond was stabbed in the back. Yet Jimmy in his confession says, I didn't like the way Mrs. Richmond kept looking at me. The way she went on about going back to the hotel. I got mad, took my knife out to scare her. Evidently, she was facing him.
Perhaps she turned away and then he struck her.
That's not good enough, Inspector.
Why not, Mr. Kyle?
I took a look at the alley last night. I met the police constable there, the one that arrested Jimmy. But I didn't realize who he was till he flashed a light on his own face.
So?
Jimmy was lying when he said he didn't like the way Mrs. Richmond kept looking at him. You can't see anyone in that alley.
All you're proving is that possibly he didn't see her face. The important thing is that, unfortunately, he did find her back.
But why didn't he use the gun? It would have been more certain.
And more noisy. Are you forgetting that Jimmy Fuller's fingerprints are all over the handle of that knife?
Perhaps he tried to pull it out. Isn't that reasonable?
It's a pity he hadn't been a little more reasonable and not used the knife in the first place.
Yes. Morning. May I speak to Mrs. Clark, please?
Why, Mr. Kyle, back so soon?
I'd like to take you up on that offer of assistance, Mrs. Clark.
Of course, what can I do?
You said that some of the young people Mrs. Richmond helped were still here with you.
The two girls, yes.
They knew Jimmy Fuller?
Naturally.
I'd like to speak to them, if I may.
I told you last time, Mr. Kyle, none of us knew Jimmy very well.
Still, he lived and worked here. He must have spoken to them at one time or another. Perhaps one of them can help me.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
Let's say character witnesses for the trial.
Oh, I doubt if either of them would truthfully be able to testify, but you can talk to them. Sanders, would you mind calling the girls? If you're waiting in the lounge, Mr. Kyle.
Thanks, Mrs. Clark. Did you ever talk to him?
No. Jimmy hardly said 2 words to me all the time he was here.
Well, what about his friends?
Didn't have any that I know of.
Would you be willing to go to court and testify on his behalf?
I'm telling you, I hardly knew him at all. What would I say?
Thanks, Jimmy.
Is that all?
Don't you think this is rather a waste of time, Mr. Kyle?
I would like to talk to the other girl, if I may.
As you wish. Diana, would you come in, dear? Diana White, Mr. Kyle.
Hello, Diana. Please sit down. As you've probably been told, I'm Jimmy Fuller's defense counsel.
Yes.
I'm trying to help him, but so far, I've absolutely nothing to go on.
What can I do?
Well, first of all, you can tell me how well you knew him.
Hardly at all.
But you've talked to him.
Yes?
Did he seem like a nice person to you?
Yes.
Did he ever talk to you about himself?
Not really.
What do you mean, not really?
He never spoke much to me about himself.
Well, still, from what little you did see of him, did you like him? As a person, I mean.
Go on, dear. Tell Mr. Kyle.
It's all right, I suppose.
Would you be willing to testify for him?
Testify?
As a character witness. Quite frankly, Jimmy's going to need all the character witnesses he can get. But so far, no one's willing.
I will.
Thanks. I know Jimmy will appreciate it. I think that's all for the moment. Thank you, Mrs. Clark.
You're welcome.
I'll be getting in touch with you again soon, Diana.
Mr. Kyle,
Yes?
will you send my regards to Jimmy, please?
Of course. And goodbye, Mrs. Clark.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Diana.
What do you mean about getting in touch with Diana again?
Diana, you can go to your room now. Diana's going to be one of Jimmy's character witnesses. Wouldn't it seem strange, with all the kindness we show young people here, there's no one in the entire hotel with a good word to say for Jimmy? I think she should.
Yes, but that girl.
I'll talk to her.
Come in.
Diana, I just thought I'd come and tell you what a nice gesture it was to offer to testify for Jimmy.
You don't mind?
Mind? Why should I? Of course, I trust you'll be prudent.
I
I don't understand.
Well, after all, Jimmy is guilty, by his own admission. Guilty of murdering the person who kept you from prison. You'll remember that, won't you?
Mm-hmm, yes.
I mean, when you stand up in court, it wouldn't do to say anything foolish, now would it?
No.
Good, I'm glad you see it my way. After all, as much as we're sorry for Jimmy, his guilt is his own affair. We wouldn't want to see him drag down somebody else with him. And we wouldn't want to hurt your parents further by letting them know you were the friend of a murderer.
No, Mrs. Clark.
That's a good girl.
How do you want to bring her into it?
Diana said she was willing to testify.
I don't want her to testify.
You need a character witness, and she's the only person.
What's the good of a character witness when I'm guilty?
Look, Jimmy.
I said if I get it, and while you're about it, mind your own business.
Hotel, Angelo. Diana White.
Who is it?
It's Kyle. He wants to talk to Diana.
I'll take it. Hello, Mr. Kyle. Mrs. Clark here. I'm afraid Diana seems to have caught a chill.
Well, I was hoping she'd come to my office. You see, I'm getting an affidavit typed up attesting to Jimmy's character. I want to read it to her and discuss it.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Kyle. I'm afraid it wouldn't be wise for Diana to leave the hotel at all. If it's so very urgent, why don't you come over here? It would be perfectly all right for Diana to come down to the lounge.
I see. And I suppose I'd better come over there. Right. Bye.
Mind if I come in?
Oh, no, Ginny, do come in.
I was bored. Don't you ever get bored staying in this room all the time?
Nowhere else to go.
You mean there's nowhere old Clark will let us go except when we're working? They're sending me out again. When's your next job?
I don't know. Don't want me to leave the hotel.
Oh, why not?
They say you can handle things for a while.
Oh, I like that. Oh, well, I don't really mind. It's an easy job. So, well, it's easier than shoplifting. That's what you were arrested for, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Now, you don't look the shoplifting type to me.
I was broke. Haven't been in London long. Done anything rather than go home.
You like London so well, or you hated your parents that much?
Scared of my parents. Still am.
Oh, so that's how Clark keeps you in line.
Perhaps.
What did you shoplift?
Oh, a number of small things. I needed them.
Now, if you're going to shoplift, you ought to go into one of those big department stores. Well, there's lots of expensive stuff there. It can bring a lot in the pawn shops.
Look, you need your mind. I don't feel very well.
Oh, what's worrying you? Oh. Well, I know when I've overstayed my welcome.
What are you doing in there?
Comforting Diana.
What's the matter with her?
I think she's in love.
What did Diana tell you about Jimmy?
Nothing, Mrs. Clark. Honestly.
What's all this about her being in love?
Oh, it was the first thing that came into my mind. Maybe because she was so moody.
Was she complaining to you?
No, nothing like that. That Diana's a real square. Never did fit in properly with the rest of us.
That'll do, Jimmy.
Yes, Mrs. Clark.
You'd better get ready to go out. We've another errand for you. And see that you get back here as quickly as you can.
Isn't Diana ever going to do her turn anymore? It's no fun down there after dark.
You'll be back before dark if you stop talking and get moving. These silly young kids are getting to be a damn nuisance.
Have you a better system to suggest?
Go in.
Here I am as promised.
Oh, hello, darling.
Aren't you ready yet?
Ready for what?
David Carl, are you forgetting you're taking me out to lunch?
Sorry, but my mind's been on something else. Just can't put off seeing Diana any longer. I'm convinced that she can shed some light on the case.
Haven't you seen her yet?
No, it's the same old story. Mrs. Clark answers the phone and says she isn't available. I'll have to go over there.
She said it wouldn't be any good if Mrs. Clark was around.
She wouldn't be around if someone was there to distract her.
Meaning who?
Meaning you.
I was afraid of that.
Look, as a probation officer, you shouldn't have any trouble convincing Mrs. Clark to show you around the hotel. And you say the authorities never interfered with Mrs. Richmond. So what more natural than they should want a report on her work now that she's dead? You could be making recommendations for the future of her youngsters.
I suppose it could be fairly easy.
Right, and while you're doing it, I'll try to get Diana alone.
Suppose Diana sees me. She may remember me.
All to the good. She'll remember you as a probation officer.
Well, when does all this take place?
Right now. I phone Mrs. Clark and tell her I was coming over.
David, what about my lunch?
Never mind, darling. I'll buy you a sandwich.
Where is everybody else?
All gone out.
That's different.
Hey. Come on, we've got work to do. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kyle. Miss White is expecting you. If you'll wait in the lounge, I'll tell her you're here.
Thank you.
He's here.
We'll be down. Mr. Kyle is here. Now, remember what we discussed, Diana? I'll be right there behind you, so use your head.
Try.
I'm sure you will.
Hello, Diana. How's the cold?
Getting it, thank you.
Would you like to sit down? I have some papers here I'd like you to read. And then you can let me know what you think.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
That's just an outline of the things you might say about Jimmy in court. Of course, once you're in the witness box, you'll be on your own. I think somebody wants service.
I'd better see what it is. Can I help you?
Oh, yes, I'm looking for Mrs. Clark.
I'm Mrs. Clark.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Faye Kent, a probation officer, a colleague of Mrs. Richmond.
What can I do for you?
Well, we're doing a report on the way the late Mrs. Richmond helped so many young people in this hotel, and, well, I was wondering if you could show me around.
Well, it's rather awkward at the moment.
Well, I promise you it won't take long. I know how proud you are of her work, and it would be such a great help to all probation officers to know just what the angel of the police courts did for these young people.
Couldn't it wait till another day?
Not really. You see, we're trying to rush things. The report is designed to guide other officers in their cases. I'm sure you realize how important that is.
Yes, of course. What exactly did you want to see?
Well, the way the young people live, their rooms, etc. I'm sure you're as anxious to show us what you've done here as we are to learn about it.
Oh, yes, I am. But I happen to have a visitor at the moment. Would you object to the porter showing you round?
Well, I'd much prefer your personal assistance. Perhaps if you explained your keen desire to help, your visitor would wait.
Of course. Just a moment. I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me for a few minutes. There's a matter I must attend to immediately.
That's all right, Mrs. Clark.
Now, do your best for Mr. Carr, Diana.
Yes, Mrs. Clark.
Now, Miss Kent, I'll show you some of the rooms. This way, please.
Thank you.
Look, we've got to talk quickly before they come back.
I don't understand.
I want to know the truth.
Truth?
About you and Jimmy. I know you haven't told me the whole story.
But I have.
Diana, what are you afraid of?
Nothing.
But you do know Jimmy better than you've admitted.
No, I've told you. I hardly know him at all.
Listen, Diana. I've watched you, I've watched Jimmy. You sent him your personal regards. You're the only one that's offered to testify for him.
This is Diana's room. It's typical of the sort of room we provide for the girls. Oh, it's lovely. Mrs. Richmond always thought the way to help people was to treat them decently.
Oh, yes. I don't understand this business about the gun at all.
I don't either, Diana. That's why I'm asking you.
I never saw Jimmy with one. Sure, he'd have shown it to me. He showed me his knife.
Did you ever get the impression he might use the knife?
No.
But he used it all the same.
I thought he would. Not deliberately.
What do you mean, not deliberately?
Well, I thought he only kept it for protection.
Against whom?
I can't tell you.
All right, let's try something else. Did you see Jimmy the day or the night Mrs. Richmond was murdered?
No. I was here in the hotel. I didn't go out all day.
I trust you've seen enough, Miss Kent.
Oh, no, I would like to see all the other rooms.
They're much the same.
Yes, but it would give me a more comprehensive picture of the place. And you've been such a help with your information so far. Couldn't you give me a little more of your time and assistance?
Well, I'll be glad to show you anything for your report, Miss Kent. This way.
Thank you. Saunders, Mrs. Clark. They're not just hotel people and...
I hope I'm not disturbing you, sir. I've got to fix one of the window sashes in here.
Couldn't it wait?
I'm very sorry, sir. This may be my last chance to do it today. Some of the guests have complained.
I brought this affidavit along, Diana. If you'd read it, if you think it's all right, would you sign it?
I do hope you've seen enough for your report, Miss Kent.
Well, I would have liked to have seen more, but I do understand how busy you are.
I'm most awfully sorry. Since Mrs. Richmond died, the whole responsibility has been on my shoulders. But do come back again.
Thank you. And I'll send you a copy of the report when it's finished.
That's very kind of you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Sorry to have been away so long. I trust Diana has been of some help to you.
Yes, most cooperative.
Good.
I think that's about all, Diana. Perhaps when you're feeling better, you'll come up and see me.
Of course she will. We'll see you out, Mr. Kyle.
Thank you, Mrs. Clark. Goodbye. Goodbye, Diana.
What was that you slipped into his pocket?
What?
She slipped a note in her car's pocket. I saw it.
What was on that piece of paper?
Tell us.
Not here. Someone might come in.
What's the matter?
It's none of your business. Are you ready to go out?
Yes.
Be careful.
I always am.
Tell me what was in that note.
Has she told you?
Give me time. She'll tell me.
She'd better.
Oh, hello, darling. How did it go?
All right until the last moment. Diana was just about to tell me something. And Saunders barged in. Couldn't get rid of him. May I? Thanks.
When I was upstairs, he came out of one of the rooms, and Mrs. Clark motioned him to go down. I'm sure of it.
Something funny about this, too. Even Diana thinks so.
What else did she say?
Didn't get any further than that. Back up a bit.
By the way, when I was in Diana's room, I saw a picture of Jimmy on her dresser.
Must explain the note.
What note?
Diana slipped it into my pocket when I was leaving.
Tell Jimmy I still love him. Well, if she loves him and keeps his picture, why won't she help him?
She must be frightened of something.
That Clark woman. I'm sure I've seen her before. When I first started as a probation officer. Her hair's a different color than it was then, and I'm sure she's not using the same name, but I'm almost positive it was the same woman. About 4 years ago, when I was working on a case of a young girl who'd served a prison sentence on a charge of peddling drugs. She had to come report to me, but I used to go and visit her a few times, but she'd never admit to me where she got the stuff from. Then, once while I was there, a woman called.
Mrs. Clark?
I think so. Because she was very uncomfortable about me being in the room at the same time as this woman, she got rid of her pretty quickly. I saw her face.
Now, Mrs. Clark turns up doing welfare work for first offenders.
Yes, but despite that gracious, sympathetic front, she doesn't seem the type to me.
Yet she worked with the angel of the police courts. I'm going to see Jimmy again.
Hey, what about your lunch?
Sorry, darling, I forgot all about lunch.
To be honest with you, so did I.
I told you to keep Diana out of this.
She was in it from the start, and you know it.
You'll only get her into trouble.
She's in trouble enough already. I found out a little about this Mrs. Clark, Jimmy. Dope.
Dope?
You know what I mean.
I don't.
Come on, Mrs. Clark was once involved in the racket. I've never heard of the dope peddler yet who turned into a fairy godmother overnight.
Well, leave me alone.
Don't you care what happens to Diana?
Nothing's going to happen to her.
Mrs. Clark is watching her like a hawk. There must be some reason why she doesn't trust her. Why, Jimmy? Why won't she trust Diana?
Look, it'll only make things worse if you don't stay out of this.
I don't think they could be worse. You're in jail. There's no one else to help Diana. Unless you let me help. She was going to tell me the truth herself when Sanders walked in.
Sanders? Did he hear her say anything?
I don't think so.
Look, if I promise to tell you everything, will you make sure nothing happens to Diana?
I'll do everything I possibly can, I promise you.
Look, get her away from the hotel. Get her away from...
Why don't you just start at the beginning?
Well, you're right about the dope. Hotel's a front. It's run by them. Sanders, Mrs. Clark, and that Mrs. Richmond.
The angel of the police courts. You must be joking.
Some joke. Some angel. When she came into the money, bought that hotel, she had a perfect way of getting rich, and she used it. Police wouldn't check on her because of her reputation, and we were roped in as dope runners. It's not easy getting a job when you've got a record. She wouldn't tell us anything about it at first. And when we'd done it a few times, well, we couldn't say anything, and we couldn't pack up and go.
Fantastic. Supposing you did refuse to carry the dope, what happened?
Said we'd get into trouble with the police again. She said she'd see to it. Who'd believe us against her word? If that didn't work, there was always Sanders. He's crazy. He doesn't need an excuse to beat you up. He looks for an opportunity.
Is that why you ran away?
No. I had my knife. I knew he wouldn't touch me. I warned him if as much as laid a finger on me, I'd use it on him. Anyway, I woke up one morning and found somebody had taken it while I was asleep. I knew it must be Sanders. I knew he was looking for the first chance to beat my brains in. Anyway, I was sick of the whole thing. Had to get out of there.
What about Diana?
She was supposed to follow me when she came down to the docks again.
The docks? At a seaman's home called the beach?
Yeah. How did you know about the beach?
I followed Ginny there.
Well, we collected it from there and then paid the sailors and sold it all over the city.
All right, Jimmy, that's enough background. Let's get back to the killing.
Well, all I know is I thought it was Diana.
So that's why you were being the hero. But why Diana?
Well, the spot where it happened, we used to meet there. I was waiting for her that night. I've been going there every night since I ran away.
Instead, Mrs. Richmond came.
Yeah. her gun.
Now it begins to add up.
She stood there waving it at me. And then I heard high heels and I caught a glimpse of a woman rushing in. Next thing I know, Mrs. Richmond gasped. The knife was in her back.
And you thought it was Diana?
Sure of it.
Where would she get the gun?
I thought she'd taken it from Sanders to bring it to me. And she saw the gun and killed Mrs. Richmond to protect me. You see, when you're in the alley, you can't see the face of anyone rushing in from the street, but the light's behind them.
So I've discovered. At least you might have told me who owned the gun.
Oh, yeah. Have the police investigate the hotel and find out about Diana.
Jimmy? Diana didn't kill Mrs. Richmond. The tapping of high heels must have been Mrs. Clark. Diana never left the hotel that night.
What you're asking me to do, Mr. Kyle, is out of the question.
But I'm telling you, Inspector, the girl's in danger. I've told you, Jimmy didn't kill Mrs. Richmond.
Well, you've repeated what Jimmy told you.
All right, then what about the dope business?
Well, we will, of course, investigate Fuller's allegation by keeping a watch on the house. We can't do more than that at present.
But we must get Diana out of that hotel as soon as possible.
This is a private residence. You can't just go bursting in there on somebody's whim. You want to know that, Mr. Kyle?
You could get a court order. I'd file a complaint.
Oh, you could do that. We'd act on it. But remember one thing. This woman is still regarded as the angel of the police courts. You're going to have a very difficult time persuading a judge and the public that this hotel she ran was really a den of iniquity.
At least you could bring Diana in for questioning. It'd also be an excuse to get her out of there.
Get me the tell Angela on the phone, please.
Aren't you going down to pick her up?
She has to come voluntarily, Mr. Kyle, and I can only invite her. I can do that best by telephone. Hello? Oh, this is Inspector Gill's office at Scotland Yard. Can I speak to Mrs. Clark, please?
Hello, Inspector.
I'd like to speak to Diana, please.
I'm afraid Diana's no longer with us.
You mean she doesn't live at the hotel anymore?
No. She packed her things and left this afternoon.
When did she leave a forwarding address? Well, she said she'd write.
She's lying.
Mrs. Clark, if she gets in touch with you, will you ask her to contact us?
Of course, Inspector. The minute Diana writes or phones. Yes. Goodbye.
You're not going to take Mrs. Clark's word for it.
What choice do I have?
But I know Diana's there.
Mr. Kyle, I'd like to help you, but my hands are tied. You'll have to get that court order.
By the time it's granted, Diana might be dead. She just didn't get up and go. Bye, Inspector.
Who is it?
It's me. How is she?
Still out.
I was right. We've got to get rid of her. The police want to talk to her.
What about it?
They didn't say, but I don't like it.
Jimmy must have told them about this place.
It's possible. If he has, they probably don't believe him, but they're checking anyway.
What did you tell them about her?
That she'd gone away without leaving a forwarding address.
If they see her, she's liable to talk.
That's what I'm afraid of, but we can't take any chances. Without the girl, he hasn't got a leg to stand on.
As soon as she's out of the way, the better.
No, it's too early. There are other guests in the hotel, remember?
Don't worry, she won't make a sound. I've got more sense than to use a knife.
Sense? If it wasn't for me, I'd like to know where you... Oh, we'll go into that now. Wait until tonight. Then we can take her out and dump her without being seen.
David, the only way out is to get that court order.
There isn't much time. Mrs. Clark and Sanders must know there's something up by now. If Jimmy's right about them, they'll have to get rid of Diana. I'll try and get her out tonight when no one's around.
I'm coming with you.
Look, it'll be difficult enough for one of us to get...
I am coming with you, even if I have to wait outside. And if you don't do your reappearance act in 10 minutes, I'm calling the police. After all, I'm looking after my own interests. If anything should happen to you, I might end up as an old maid.
You're kidding.
Furniture against the door.
No, they're here. You're all over the place.
Turn the light on.